Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
TNT Cakes, Creations, and More, what we specialize in: red velvet and strawberry cheesecake, chocolate-covered strawberries, custom baby boxes, custom signs, custom tees and sweatshirts, custom sports balls, graduation accessories, custom glasses and tumblers, custom license plates, heat transfers, custom office signs. TNT Cakes, Creations, and More. Give us a call.
This episode of the Big Flex Strongcast is sponsored by G.A.M.G Muscle Gang brand. If you are looking for some help reaching your health and fitness goals with one-on-one training, group training, meal plans, nutritional advice, and more, visit GAMGfitness.com. Do you want to look great while working out? With the dopest workout apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, joggers, skull caps, tank tops, and more. Visit www.gamgfitness.com or email us at gamgpodcast7@gmail.com. Don't forget to visit us on Instagram or Facebook under G.A.M.G Muscle Gang Fitness. Or give us a call at 313-378-7274. That's 313-378-7274.
And you hustle and you work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it. You're going to have a cold day in hell for somebody to try to take this from you. We live by this, we die by this. We don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning. I want to get mine out the mud. I want mine out the dirt. I don't want no handouts. I don't want no celebrity to co-sign me.
Right.
And somebody to see me in the street and say, I remember when such and such put you on. No. It may sound harsh, but I'm going to beat myself up so the world can't beat me up. Because the world is a cruel place. It can be a beautiful place if you allow it to be. Once your perspective changes, that's when miracles happen. What else I got to conquer so I can get to the next level? What else? There's always going to be giants at the gate. If it ain't rough, it ain't us. Let's go. Wow. So it ain't like, why me? It's like, why not me? Let's do it. The flowers don't chase the bees.
What up? Yo, y'all know what time it is. It's the G.A.M.G, the Big Flex Strongcast hour, 9 o'clock, y'all. We was almost on time. Running a little bit late, but that's okay. This is episode 97, and welcome back, y'all. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us and tapping in with us every Monday night. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know what we do. As y'all already know, say I am your host, John Q, in this bitch, and we have a squad in the house. Say we got sis down here, you know what I'm saying? Say what's up, sis.
What up?
Latoya Deshawn in the building, and also we got, say, the good Bruzzin over here. Don Snipes in the building, y'all.
What's poppin'?
Saying, of course, we gotta say Dr. Ruckus on the
Yeah.
on the ones and twos. You gotta scratch it up. No. So what's up, y'all? Hey, look, this is where Gym Conversation meet podcast, and so y'all know what to do when y'all come in the gym. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. All right. How was y'all going strong in, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Tell me about y'all strong in real quick. Mine is pretty short.
Yeah, I'm back to having 2 phones, so I was on call this weekend.
2 phones? I was about to say that sounds like some pimp shit.
2 phones, one for the hoes and one for the
pimp shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yo, I'm back down to 2.
I feel like she
how
be
many
down.
did you have?
I feel like she always downplay her pimping.
You know,
though.
yeah, you know, I'm just back down to 2 phones.
There you go. She said back to.
Back to 2 phones. Like, damn, you know, what happened to the other 2?
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Like, I took a little break.
Say,
one for the hoes and one for the dough.
Uh-oh, there we go.
Right.
Say instead of tea time, it's going to be trap time or something around this month.
Yikes.
You know what I mean?
So
It's
I
going to
didn't
be
do
tell on
too
the
much.
trick time. That's
Right, you know what I
Never
mean?
that. Never that.
Okay.
So what you end up doing, sis?
Just household stuff.
Okay.
You know, laundry, cleaned up, went to the grocery store and did some shopping and meal prepping.
Damn, that sounds like
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. I mean, I couldn't be
When you meal prep,
Away
you meal
from-
prep for the whole week?
my lunches. Yeah, my lunches, just my lunches.
Yeah.
I don't really eat breakfast. Usually it's just like a cup of coffee and a banana for breakfast.
So your lunch is your breakfast.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's at lunchtime. I don't usually eat till about 1 o'clock. But
right.
yeah, sure. My lunch is usually my first meal of the
Bananas
day.
and coffee.
Yeah, for breakfast.
Yeah, that
So
sounds like mud.
some
That sounds like mud, but
her
almost.
system
No.
though. Some people drink coffee.
Nah,
Their
for
system
sure.
used to that shit. I
Yeah.
can't drink no motherfucking coffee.
Yeah,
anymore.
I'm probably just
That
used
shit
to
gave
it.
me run right through me.
Nah, I mean coffee don't do me too bad. I don't drink that much though. You know what I'm saying? When I do, I have.
You
like
drink it
maybe
straight?
No, hell no. I have. You know what I mean? Just depending on what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah, I only drink maybe about 4, maybe 6 ounces at the most. I don't even drink that much. Yeah, it's just more so for the taste.
I have a cup
You know what I'm
Monday
saying?
through Friday, every morning.
I might have some like maybe now it's been like shit maybe once or twice a week. You know, 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
Just like in the morning, maybe sometimes. Just all depends. Yeah. So what about you? What about you, brother?
Man, so this strong again. I was doing a little traveling, but I learned a few different things, right? And one of the things that I learned was, and I guess I'll just talk about this. You know, I add this into the motivational moment, but a lot of people are focusing more on feeling versus becoming.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess this kind of ties back into a conversation we had previously about, you know, some things that are temporary and some things that are long lasting. And when you focus more on becoming, whatever feeling that you're searching for is going to last a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times when people are solely just focused on their feelings, they do what they want to do in the moment, and the shit is just like a temporary fix.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And becoming feels a little bit uncomfortable because those are the moments where we are stretched mentally, physically, sometimes financially, emotionally. And yeah, that was my takeaway. Like, you know, like focusing on becoming is more important than focusing on the feeling right in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people try to look, dress, and feel the part, but that shit is short-lived.
Yeah.
When you focus more on becoming
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
deal, that man, that woman,
Yeah.
it's going to feel so much better in the long run.
You know, you had said something a while back, man. I remember this. I think it was your birthday, I think, last year. We had a discussion about just showing up. No matter, like, if you're running late, you ain't even got on the right clothes. for just showing up for the moments. You know what I'm saying? And that really actually stuck with me, cuz. So I want to tell you thank you.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because in this, what you're talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, most people would be thinking about, hey, all the other outside stuff, instead of being, like you said, in that moment to where, yeah, you might not have everything that you want, that you have planned. But you never know what might actually happen when you don't have something planned. Like, some of the best things happen when you don't have some shit planned.
Man, listen.
You know, even like when we doing this, you know, when we doing the strong cash, y'all, a lot of times, if y'all don't know by now, like, a lot of the stuff that happens, like, I might have it, you know, kind of organized and everything, but sometimes it might go off the rails a little bit, but most of the time it's more about being organic, you know, with the conversation. So most of the time, that's what normally happens. And I think that's what's more genuine about conversation, or just, you know, when you interacting with people, and, you know what I'm saying, you trying to relate, and you really trying to listen and trying to understand, you know.
Yeah, and again, the reason why I bring this up is because people now are starting to use therapy as a crutch, and as a thing now where everything is about doing anything to avoid shit. Okay, like people, so basically people want to avoid pain so much that they're starting to identify with symptoms of shit that they have, you know. And then, you know, you could be talking to somebody and they'd be like, yeah, well, you know, I suffer from depression. I understand, like, we're all going through different things in life.
Like another form of a trauma bonding and shit.
Check
you
it
know
out.
What I'm saying? Yeah.
The key, though, is what type of coping skills do you have? You understand what I'm saying? What type of ways are you, you know, do you have the capacity to actually be resilient and go through some things? And nowadays, people are just saying certain things, and they starting to identify with that and say that's who I am,
Or that's what that is.
and when you speak out against it and you say something again, then you insensitive. No, I'm not. Excuse me, I'm not being insensitive. But I'm more focused on, and again, I'm just speaking in general, and this goes out especially to a lot of young men, because a lot of young men who experience adversity in life, they literally just do not know how to handle it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get some no's, you're gonna get some that you ain't do a good job. You're gonna have some times that you fail, but like, for the longest, hasn't that been like the mark of a true man?
Yeah.
Getting your ass knocked down,
Getting
and
your
being
ass
able to
whooped
get
a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
being able to get back
scars
up,
and bumps and bruises and shit. Yeah, absolutely.
So nowadays, people don't want to take none of them bumps and bruises and scars. And here's the deal: nothing is wrong with you when you have a bad day. You just have a bad day.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean. Listen,
Yeah.
I heard something that stuck with me. Discomfort is not dysfunction. It is okay to have some fuck one day. You might have a fucked up week.
Yeah.
It's okay, but that doesn't mean that your life is just in all of this dysfunction.
Yeah.
We go through things, and guess what? That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. You're just going through it.
You're going through
it's
it.
Okay. Yeah.
Exactly. So that.
But yeah,
I have tea time today, and you touched on some of it.
Yep.
So tea time for today is recognizing that we are repeating patterns and failing because we're trying to move forward out of an unhealed space, and a space of avoidance, and a space of fear. And we do it, and each cycle we get to this point of hitting rock bottom, and we try to trick ourselves into thinking, oh, if we just do this, then we can move forward, or we can make this, or we could have that money, or we could be better in this next relationship. And not realizing that because you haven't taken the time to heal, you're moving forward in an unhealed space, and you're just repeating the same cycles and the same patterns.
Yeah, you just dragging that shit along.
Absolutely.
You carrying that shit into something new.
Yeah. Or how about something?
And then and more than likely gonna tank whatever, you know what I'm saying, new that you bringing into. So
here's something too that's also, that I think is something that's really big. Just because somebody come to you and speak to you about healing, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are completely healed themselves. But this shit is
Correct.
a process.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know, and I think that's the. I remember once, and I really, this one of the moments where I appreciate, you know, True Toast when he was on the show, because here's the deal: he's a barber. He's a barber, but he understood, like, man, I have young men's ears sometimes, right? A dude told me a long time ago, in life, it's never the wrong time to say the right thing.
Yep. Absolutely.
Some people will judge themselves and keep their mouth closed and won't say something to somebody who they know maybe traveling down the path that's going to lead to something that, you get what I'm saying? So they'd be like, man, you know what? I ain't going to say nothing because, shit, I did the same thing. Yeah, but if you did the same thing and you understand the consequences of it, or maybe you got some friends who no longer here with you, or maybe you got some females who, yeah, she might have been kicking it with this dude, but she lost her life riding in the car with this motherfucker. Or this dude lost his life because he wanted to go with his friends and do certain things. Yeah. It's never the wrong time to say the right thing. Yeah. And some people will not say things because they like, well, I can't say nothing because I know I did the same thing. This go back to people constantly judging themselves and judging other people. Yeah. Because see, when that type of mindset comes from a place of judgment, if you see somebody doing something, or you see somebody that might need that advice, whether you did it or not, actually the fact that you did it, you may be able to touch them and reach them even more. Because they like, dang, this come from somebody that actually did that shit. And you don't have to be preaching and all this other shit, but just give them some game and let them know, hey, man, you better be prepared if you make A, B, and C decision, because that choice might lead to this. So then you know.
So look, ultimately it goes back to what I always say. It's a difference between being an elder and an old nigga. An old nigga is going to be quiet and let that young person, you know what I'm saying, go through some bullshit, knowing damn well they could have helped, you know what I'm saying, them to prevent them from going through the same thing that they did. Or
the same thing that they still going through, but they want to let them know.
Through, you know what I'm saying? And the elder is going to say, hey, whoa. This is what's going to happen if you go down this route. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I'm dealing with it right now. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
We gotta start putting our pride to the side for the better of us as a collective. And I used to be one of those people that would just not say anything because I don't want you to see my struggle. Like, I'm gonna just go in my closet and struggle and pop out when I'm better. And so all you see is the nice and the pretty and the put together and the this and the that. Over the past year, I've come out of that. And so now I'm sharing more on my social media when I do lives on my page to say, like, I am here now, but I had to travel through some shit. Like, I had to face myself. I had to realize that there was some shit that I was operating out of that was unhealed, that was holding me back, that was preventing me from being free with some health things, some physical things, some mental things, dating, career. Like, I had to really face myself and say, if you really want to fly the way you've flown before and the way you know you're destined to fly, you got to come out of that unhealed space. You got to come out of survival mode. You got to come out of, I don't want people to see that I go through, because I recognize that a lot of my overcoming is because of the testimony of others. Watching other people go through and seeing that you can come out on the other side is motivation.
Yeah, no doubt.
Absolutely. All right. We'll clap that shit up, you know. All right. You know, say something.
Let the church say amen.
Amen. All right, y'all. So look, I'll say this. My weekend, strong end, went just like this. Nothing. I didn't go out the house like yesterday at all. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say straighten up.
Sat in the chair and scratched your balls.
No, I didn't do all that. No, I did say straighten up my house. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that or whatever, you know. Wear some clothes and all that little bullshit and just chilled out. You know what I'm saying, for the most part. But yeah, I ain't do too much of nothing, man. I mean, you know what?
Because when you and your mom, do you be putting on some music? And you know what I'm saying, when you do your thing, or you just
you talking about when I'm cleaning?
Yeah,
I'll put on some music, or I might listen to, say, a documentary or anything like that, something educational or something. Lately, you know what I be into a lot of times is trying to understand a little bit more, far as when it comes to our history and how much, man, we've been lied to when it comes to everything that has been stolen and rewritten and perverted, man. It's yeah.
Bro, speaking of that, did you guys see where they are? The government has ceased funding for some of the museums and places that honor and hold a lot of Black history, and so now they may have to sell some of these places. Like,
yeah,
what in the like? And here, listen, I just heard on the way here that there's a place that had to take down a mural of George Floyd because they were threatened that they would lose funding if they didn't take the mural down. With all the shit that's going on in our country right now, we gonna focus on a fucking mural?
So once again, it goes back to
we got time to pay motherfuckers for that to be focused on that.
Listen. This what I'm saying.
That sounds like a direct attack, bro.
No, listen, it's always been a direct attack. And that's the whole thing. I think a lot of our people don't understand is when you are a prisoner of war, over a period of time, people get very comfortable being uncomfortable. And the thing is, you have to, in order to come out to say any kind of, oppression or anything like that, believe it or not, you have to make everybody else uncomfortable. Meaning and shit, just stop recording shit. Do something about it. You know what I mean? When you got an oppressor kicking your ass, in order to get them off your ass, guess what you might have to do? Kick some ass yourself. I mean, it's just as simple as that. That's all it is. At the end of the day, the same government or the same people that you tie your checks to, or you tie your business to, a 501c3 or whatever to, they can show you we'll let you live a little bit, but when we want to cut your shit off, we will. Just like with a mural and stuff like that. If you're getting funding by the government, guess what you're not supposed to do? Actually, on having a 501c3 is be political. Seeing a lot of people just be thinking that, I can go ahead and get this money from the government and everything is going to be hunky-dory. I can do my business. No, it's contracts. People need to learn how to read these contracts, because everything that you do is really a contract, a verbal contract, say a handshake or whatever. You know what I mean? When you at a job, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? When you a contractor, you have contracts. Everything is a contract, so you have to be aware of what you signing up for. And a lot of times, that
ain't even a racist thing. That's just a contract thing.
And a lot of and what's
then
been happening,
they choosing to exercise
because what's
the
happening
terms of the contract.
Yeah, because what's happening is, believe it or not, our people have signed up for a bold ass contract throughout the years on a lot of things, and it can go from being a, say, quote unquote, a 13th, 14th Amendment citizen. Right? If you look at being, a United States citizen, it's meaning if you look at the definition, it says that you're a subject of their jurisdiction, meaning they have control over you. You're an infant. That's what a minor is, right? You can't even speak for yourself because now you done gave them the authority to speak for you.
I was listening to a guy, Maxwell, and he is a developer in, I think, Zanzibar, but somewhere in Africa right now. But anyway, needless to say, he was in Dubai. He's been living in Dubai for, I guess, the last several years. And he was like, man, he was sitting around having some conversation with some other millionaires and billionaires around the world. And he was like, man, just because I've been a United States citizen, even though I haven't lived there damn near in the last 10 years, I still have to report my income and all kind of shit to them because and a lot of other people, when they live in those other places, That's not how that shit work.
Yeah.
And then he's like, man, it's crazy that I still have to, quote, pay into a system and let a motherfucker know about my comings and goings and dealings because I'm a U.S. citizen. And he was like, that's crazy.
But it's a contract. You know what I'm saying? Read the fine print.
Yeah.
Know what the fuck you signing up for. Know what you voting for. How did you get that access to vote? Because it was a contract.
Yeah. Which is why they be real pressed for mothers and fathers to sign birth certificates and all these other things because they instantly
there you go.
You in that moment you don't even get a chance to really fully understand.
Now you tied to the Federal Reserve.
The minute you here's that contract.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. So all right, y'all. Enough of that. You know what I mean? We about to go ahead and we got some hell of a topics real quick, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, first topic, y'all. Breakthrough hydrogel heals in hours. Say a game changer for artificial skin. All right. So it says researchers have created a unique hydrogel that's both tough and self-healing thanks to nanosheet enhanced polymer entanglement. All right. So it says this material repairs itself in hours plus, often repairing completely within 24 hours. This could revolutionize artificial skin, robotics, and medical applications. What's y'all thought on these breakthroughs, when it comes to say, possible future surgeries or past surgeries or whatever? Would you want to, would you even try something like this out? I'm going to say, yeah, because, me, myself personally, I've had, of course, say past surgeries and stuff like that and shit. Hell yeah, if I can heal up a little bit faster and they have something else, you know what I'm saying? Then the actual,
did they say that was external use only?
However, it is, but no, because it was another part, say, of I seen another actual article where they were saying that they had also to say this hydrogel that strengthens bones in weeks and also increases bone density by 5 times.
Is it a hydrogel?
It's a gel, yeah. But what it is it's the technology of these nano sheets and this how they make it like this polymer and it's entangled and it's like make it hard. Okay. Yeah.
So I know that there is and they use it in a lot of orthopedic surgeries, where they inject it into the bones. Yep. And it strengthens the bones and helps the bones
for like people that got osteoporosis. Yeah.
So there's something for that, but this one is like if you break a bone.
Yeah.
And they put the bone back together, but there's something that they can inject into the bone to strengthen it and help your body heal faster. And sometimes when you have a break, your body will heal itself, but the bone isn't as strong as it was prior to the break. So they have the stuff that they can inject in it to strengthen it. So I was just wondering if that was the same thing. But as it pertains to this particular science, I would use it. I am a believer, being in healthcare and just coming out of hospice. One of the things that we use a lot of is wound care supplies.
I can go through a lot of that shit. Bandages.
We go through a lot of wound care supplies.
What's that brown shit that's kind of sticky?
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, no, that's not gauze.
No, you talking about?
Well, that's just the bandage wrap.
Yeah, the bandage wrap shit.
Yeah. But something like this could save lives because we have a lot of elderly people that have bed sores and have wounds that end up going sepsis and they die from, or get infected and they die from.
Yeah.
So now again, we got to talk about how expensive is this going to be? Is Medicare going to cover it? Is Medicaid going to cover it? Right? Is the average person's insurance going to be able? Exactly. Are they going to have access to it?
Do chicks when they get BBLs get bed sores on their ass when they first get them boys?
Probably so. You would think, hey, look, this would be something worth looking into. You know what I mean?
Like when they first get that
C-sections,
when they fresh off the BBL, do they get bed sores on their ass? Because I know they're not supposed to be doing too much moving and grooving with that motherfucker.
They gotta lay on their stomach. I don't know.
Because how?
I mean, I don't
you're
know,
not
you know.
supposed
If you
to
got a
be laying
BBL,
on
call
the
in.
ass. So, for the record, I do not have a BBL.
You're not supposed to be laying on the ass.
But you're,
No, I'm just saying, right? When you first get that
serious.
motherfucker, you can't put no pressure on it. So I'm just curious, you know, what if you not a stomach sleeper and you just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you have to, in order to get a pressure sore or a bed sore, as they're called, you have to be laying on that for an extended period of time.
Damn.
Yeah, the reason why it's so easy for elderly people to get is because the people that are they're bedridden, and the people that are take care of them are not rotating them as often as they should.
Stuff like that, yeah.
Also, when you get older and you have certain diseases, your skin loses the elasticity. You don't have as much fat underneath that skin to stop the bone from rubbing against the skin and making your skin break down. Yeah. So, I mean, you would have to be in bed for a very long time and not moving at all in order to get a bed sore from a BBL.
That's a hell of a use, though, for technology, right? Where maybe, like you just said, staff's not rotating them enough. So what if we have some technology where not only the gel, but where the bed can, you know, roll their ass over and flip them over, or
like a
maybe
pancake?
they got a chair that stand their ass up a few times throughout the day just to get some blood circulating.
They have one of those.
You know, like literally stand their ass, fully extend you.
It don't do it on its own, though. You have to tell it. Yeah. So they have stand assist chairs.
Really?
But somebody still has to come in. And you can't just let the technology do it by itself.
Right, that's what I'm saying. What if the technology could do it itself?
Hey, because look, to be honest with you, what you just talking about, flipping them up like a pancake, I want to see that shit. They probably had dedicated, say, a whole YouTube channel for that.
Ready?
If I had the shit out of them,
if it was possible for me to stand 5 motherfuckers up at the same time by hitting some shit and just monitoring that, he's slipping his shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Get his ass. But I'm just saying, like, I do know that, which is why I've the older I've got, the more I've been interested in Tai Chi, because when, you know, a lot of people in Asia, 70s, 80s, 90s, they still walking around, moving. They shit that might have looked silly to us. It's like, oh no, that shit serve a purpose. They moving their body, they get circulation. Versus a lot of elderly people over here, they barely can move. Barely. I mean, I'm talking...
And be talking most shit like they gonna do something to somebody.
Oh, man.
Wait. Okay, so speaking of that, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the elderly people having the right to just do whatever the hell they want to do, right? Yeah. And I said, not with me, right? Okay, so boom. I'm in the grocery store this weekend.
She done attracted some shit.
I'm in the grocery store this weekend. And usually, like, you know, the aisles are kind of small, so sometimes people will bump you. Even when that happens, like, I'll be like, oh, like, my bad, or excuse me, just because, you know, it's a small space. Or if they say, oh, you know what, I'm sorry, I'll be like, you cool, just to kind of acknowledge that they said they're sorry, right? Old white lady. I felt like she bumped me intentionally. Right? Because it was a pretty strong, and maybe it's enough space.
Here's one of them. Fuck you, boss. It
was enough space.
Yeah.
So boom, so like she bumped me, and it was kind of hard, and I was like, oh, you know, excuse me, and she ain't say nothing back, and I was like, well, and excuse you too.
Yeah.
See what happened when I try to be nice?
Shit, you know, where you gotta throw them bows.
You see? Now if I gave her the chicken wing,
that's what I'm saying.
if I gave her the chicken wing, I would have been wrong. Right. Did you see what happens when I'm nice?
Yeah.
I got a confession. When I was younger, it's so funny. Yes, you always, cause you said something when we talked about that shit, and I'm like, damn, no, I can't do that shit. But when I got home, you know, you always got them couple of friends that remind you, like, wait a minute, motherfucker, remember where you was at? Dog, that excuse me for you would have easily been like, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you get your ass elbowed. When I was younger. Again, nobody want to feel like somebody's intentionally disrespecting them and not gonna even acknowledge the shit. All right, I get it. You know, and again, some of these are older folk. But again, something else I learned You know, sometimes the hearing be bad. And here's the deal: when you travel, them people, they give no fucks about your personal space. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
A lot of foreigners,
Yeah.
they gonna get next to you. You be standing in line, a dude penis damn near be on your ass. That's how clip. Damn, bro, give me a little space. Damn, they space recognition is.
That's what I said. They gonna catch some elbows fucking with me. Oops, my bad. Oops, yep.
No, you know what?
I mean?
Something that was crazy. I never forget this. I was in France, and couldn't understand some shit that I'm looking. I was in a store. Mm-hmm. I hear somebody behind me. We used to hearing, excuse me, this lady, pardon.
Pardon.
So she said again, pardon. Then finally she pushed me out. Damn, bitch, what? And I didn't. So somebody was like, no, she said excuse me like 3 times, but you didn't respond. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm American. I didn't know. Honestly, my ears were just not tuned.
Yeah.
Fucked your ass.
And she was angry like that motherfucker just ignored me. You know what I'm saying?
So I got one for your ass.
I couldn't do nothing but laugh because I'm like, dang, you know, I'm in her country. Yeah. My ear just wasn't tuned to that, so. Mm-hmm. I'm not even thinking somebody's talking to me. You understand what I'm saying? But she like, hey, pardon, I'm trying to get that. Excuse me, let me get my shit.
To show you
I wasn't even paying attention to that shit, man. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I'm like, dang, my bad shit. I ain't know.
Oh shit. Hey y'all, hey look, if y'all want to call in at 810-560-0658, y'all. You know. All right, so look, I'm gonna keep it moving, all right? Because I definitely want to talk about this. And when you talk about, say, foreign countries, we're gonna keep this here. We have South Carolina inmate executed by firing squad for the first time in U.S. since 2010. We
South Carolina.
South Carolina. We were just talking about this a couple of weeks ago. We was talking about some firing squad.
How old was it?
Here we go. It says, a convicted double murderer, Brad Sigmund, 67, has been executed by firing squad. Say the first such execution in the United States since 2010, according to South Carolina Department of Corrections. Sigmund chose firing squad over the 2 other state-approved methods of execution, which is lethal injection and the electric chair.
They gave him a choice. He said, shoot me.
Oh, yeah. He says Sigmund was convicted of a 2001 bludgeoning deaths of his ex-girlfriend's parents. After the murders, Sigmund kidnapped his ex-girlfriend at gunpoint, but she managed to escape. So
I wonder, was he like a Sagittarius?
Or a Virgo?
No, you want to know something crazy?
Like,
no,
fucking nuts.
No.
A lot of serial killers are Virgo.
No. Look, I gotta laugh. You ready?
Cancers or something, ain't it?
They 7th on the list. They at the bottom of the list. I'm gonna tell you
Virgos
I'm gonna tell you what fucked me up. It said the top serial killers in the U.S. and I just had this conversation today. The top serial killers in the United States are water signs. They Pisces, followed by Cancers. Mm-hmm. Scorpios are 4th on the list. And that's how this conversation came up. Somebody asked me a question, and they like, why'd you say that? And I'm like, shit, just in case I gotta do this. And they like, you do know that Scorpios are some of the top serial killers. I'm like, what? The person who has killed the most people are Capricorns. Yeah. But they're not, it's kind of one of them weird things where it just so happened that some Capricorns kill a lot of people. But Pisces, Cancers, and Scorpios, then followed by Gemini and Taurus. Virgos, believe it or not, are 7th out of all the fucking zodiac signs.
We analyze shit too much.
Look, it tripped me out, but it says Scorpios. We 4th on the list, and then the most famous one, Charles Manson, Scorpio. Yeah, but in my mind, I thought to myself, I said, "Dang, why all water signs? Why we all had to be up there?" When I read it, I'm sorry. It's Pisces, Cancer, Pisces, Cancer, Sagittarius, Scorpio. That's how I go. And I was like, damn.
Oh, y'all fucking nutbags.
Listen, not only that, but in birthdays, there's the Sagittarius Scorpio is that October, November shit. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking to myself like, dang, that's an interesting ass fact.
So look, this is the question. What are y'all thoughts, and should the firing squad execution be an option in states where the death penalty? Why not? Trump
is already trying to get an executive order, or it might have already passed. I need to fact check this, but if you kill a cop, you automatically get the death penalty. That's what he kind of vying for now.
But each state, so listen, each state has their own constitution and stuff.
I do realize that.
So listen,
we living in an area where motherfucker can say, if you don't do this, you ain't gonna get no funding.
Well, guess what though? Some of these states and stuff like that still operate just like during, say, the pandemic. You had Texas not taking any funding and stuff like that, or Florida. So you're still gonna have states want do their own thing. You'll still have their own.
Hopefully,
you will.
Well, yeah, allegedly,
you will. Just like say abortion in different states and stuff like that. So everything, and say legalize marijuana and stuff like that. Every state so far. So.
Your question was.
So my question is, should firing squad execution be an option in these? Say in Michigan, do you think that should be an option? I'm gonna say hell yeah. We don't have a death penalty here, but I'm gonna say yeah. I mean, like, what's going on with all these people and shit that's driving the wrong way and shit down the damn highway?
That's crazy.
Shit like that. You know what I mean? Just like, you know what I'm saying? Say in the state where, that was in Texas, where, the rapper, got killed with his daughter and shit like that. You know what I mean? Even though they got the death penalty there, they're probably going to get the death penalty. But, you know what I mean? They might need to go ahead and get shot up. You kill somebody by the fucking gun, die by the gun. How about that? You know what I mean? If it's a straight up murder, not say defending yourself, you know what I mean? Hey, why not? Rat-a-tat your ass on up. That's what you did to somebody else. How about that? An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, right? Ain't that what they say? That's what they say in the good book, right? That's what they say in the good book, right?
Yeah, what you thinking on this thing?
I don't feel like you should have a choice of what execution style you receive, because the person you killed didn't have a choice.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you just saying this shit, whatever. Spin the wheel on this ass.
Exactly. Spin the wheel.
I would say, me myself personally, like I said, if you kill somebody a certain way, that's how you should go out. So if you choke the shit out of somebody should fucking choke your ass. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You hit somebody with a fucking car on purpose, guess what? Line your ass up against the wall and let somebody and shit ram the fuck out your ass. Why not? Huh? Keep on doing it until they do.
That'd be just their karma.
Hey, look, keep on. But you know what, though? Of course, we have, say...
somebody might have a clause. We might have a clause.
No, we got a constitutional right of... what you want to call that? Where it can't be...
it has to be dignified.
Yeah. You know
no. I was just trying to say...
all that. You know what I mean?
Like Miles said, in the event that you do something and the motherfucker don't die. Let's say...
You gotta keep on doing till we do.
Listen, right? Let's say you done shot somebody in the motherfucking head. And somebody shoot your ass in the head, but you live somehow, some way. Do a motherfucker get a motherfucker like, hey, look, y'all tried to kill me once. That was my time. And still get to live.
You don't do it.
Hey, Bob, what you think about that? You know what I'm saying?
No,
hey, I done hit somebody with a car. Y'all just ram the shit out of me up against the brick wall.
So you got to do it until you die. That's all.
Okay.
Flat out. You know what I'm saying? And all these, and all these people that's out here raping people, guess what? When you get locked up, guess what's going to happen to you? Same thing. You want to be raping people? Somebody should rape your ass. How about that?
The other side.
I'm just saying, man.
So nasty. The booty hole warrior.
Hey, look.
And do the booty hole warrior get less time?
No. I'm just saying, man.
You know what? Do the person who do the raping say get to negotiate and be like, hey, look, I didn't gave it to about I done gave it to about 10 motherfuckers in the ass. Do that take some years off my shit?
No.
I mean, this shit can start
No.
really getting fucked up around here. We gotta have some order in this bitch,
I don't know how
bro.
we got here. We gotta have some order in this bitch around here. I don't know how we got here.
Could you see that though?
Hey, listen,
A motherfucker raped somebody,
listen.
and they get raped by who? Who volunteered for this? First of all,
Listen,
all
now,
I'm going to say is,
there
all I'm
are
going to
some
say is,
that
if
would
you
volunteer for it. I'm sure.
if you're a religious person and you're a Christian and you're going by that good book there, you know, you going by that good book there. You know what I mean? It says eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. That means whatever I do to you, you can do to me.
No.
So whatever you do to somebody, that shit should be done to you.
So
that sounds wild.
the other side of that is this, right? I'm not even considering how inhumane it is to the prisoner, because give a fuck about that. But the trauma that it could cause the firing squad, right?
Look, you get chose to be on the firing squad. Most people won't sign up like, I do it.
You know, most motherfuckers do get they sign up.
Yeah, not the guy.
I mean, people doing that first with the electric chair. I'll pull the switch, or you know what I'm saying?
Damn, and you know what? Just by
Right.
you just talk
No.
about that, you just made me think. I just solved the rape problem. If a human don't want to do it, I'm quite sure a horse or a horse or a
Not a
donkey.
horse. Oh,
Oh, you talking about the
Just line him up. You know what I'm saying? Let a horse tag his ass. You know what I'm saying?
oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, you gonna die.
So I think we just, and I'm a little shocked because South Carolina allowed it because he requested it. So it took them years to even pass it so that they could be able to do that. And I think there's a reason for that. I think there's a reason for that. There's a reason that this isn't an option just across the board anywhere that there's the death penalty. I think that sitting in a chair and going, like, you just go to sleep and you go.
What if during, say, trial, towards the sentencing and stuff like that, they leave it up to, say, the jury on how, they feel like he need to go ahead and get up out of here.
Maybe
You know
not
what I'm
the
saying?
jury,
He
but
or
maybe
she,
the family members of those who.
But the family members might be thinking just like how we thinking. You know what I'm saying? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. So I'm just saying,
you gotta pick from one of the legal ways.
I mean,
you can't just be like, how do you want him to die?
I mean, if you
torture him, pull off all his nails, cut off all his fingers,
for like
him.
these others, say, serial killers, they've been cutting off people's heads and all that kind of stuff. You really want to give them something humane? Like, at the end of the day, like, they didn't chop somebody's head off. You know what I'm saying? I think they should go ahead and go back to the guillotine. How about that?
Okay. This is getting really crazy.
Hey, firing squad, guillotine, corner somebody. Y'all know what quartering
Dude almost
is.
had me choke on the pomegranate seed, bro.
Y'all know what quartering is, right?
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Fuck all that quartering. You know what quartering is, right?
On a piece of chicken? What?
That's what they do to your ass and shit. They chop your arms off, your legs, and your head.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, they quarter your ass. You know
That's what I was just saying. Oh, we got a call?
Yeah, we got a call. Hey, look, welcome to the G.A.M.G, the Big Flex Strong Cast. Who we have?
What up, though, family?
Oh,
What up?
shit. Tim from TNT, Cakes Creation, and more. I know you got some silly shit. What you got, man? What's up, bro?
Man, I was just gonna say, man, hey, y'all getting out of order, but I'm
Sometimes it happens.
I was just gonna say, man, I think we better be real careful, man, because I think all these other states, if you know what I mean, gonna start adapting that philosophy of fire squad. You see, your president already want to have the death penalty for drug dealers.
Huh?
What? He want that too?
Yeah, you ain't seen that?
I mean, okay, so look, okay, how about this? Pharmaceutical companies that's getting all this fentanyl and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Start with theirs. How about that?
Because it's more kids addicted to pills than anything.
There you go, you know what I mean? And if you out here and shit still selling drugs and shit right now, you know what I'm saying? With all this legal weed and all the rest of this shit that's legal out here, like, come on, man.
No, if you out here, listen, if you out here selling drugs right now with all this legal shit, it's still a good hustle, because at the end of the day, what a motherfucker going into these dispensaries, they still charging X amount of dollars for certain strains.
Put some garbage.
Yeah, they gonna give you some garbage shit for regular prices. So
true enough,
it's still a market out here.
No, I'm not saying that it's not a market.
For the dime
but
bag
what I'm
man.
saying is, look at the
the Snickle Fritz.
you talking about Snickle Fritz.
You talking about in terms of the consequences?
Hell yeah, the consequences. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? At this point in time, it's like, come on, man.
Well, but I'm just saying, right? At this point in time, right? I feel like then that poses the question: since it is legal, should you get in trouble if I go somewhere, right? If I go to Sam's Club or Costco and I buy a whole bunch of cookies and I individually take some cookies out, 2-3 cookies, and I decide to sell them to make some money to feed my family. Is that illegal? No. So if a motherfucker go and he go buy some weed.
From who though? Is it regulated? Is it? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's say he would go. Let's say he bought from the dispensary.
Well, you can
and he break that shit down and sell it.
Yeah, I'm quite sure you should be able to sell it, right?
Should you really get like? And I'm just saying, should that still be illegal to sell some weed? Is where I'm going with this.
I would say yeah.
So many motherfuckers
because you able to purchase it.
Should it be illegal?
I don't think it's gonna be illegal because in the state
you got legal weed.
Legal.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, if you got some illegal weed and you still sell, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But I think they need to do away with the law altogether. It's fucking weed. Well, what we gonna do?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
that's
I agree.
Anybody can grow.
One
person can grow up to 12 pounds.
Yeah,
12 plants.
Yep.
Might be more, might be 20 pounds from that. But anyway, can grow up to 12 fucking plants, right? So if you got 2 people in the house and you done grown 24 motherfucking plants and you decide to sell some of your goods to somebody to keep your lights on, you already see with this tariff shit in Canada and everybody else talking about something, don't let us raise the motherfucking prices on y'all or cut y'all shit off. And how about this? Something that's not being talked about. I know you said we all over the place today, but motherfucking, I've been seeing a lot of people complain about DTE this year, saying they getting the fuck out of order with these bills. Listen to this. These motherfuckers called me and tried to go to my shit and they said, hey, we want to know why the bill was low. I went over to the house and cut the power off from my shit. So they wanted to send 2 motherfuckers to investigate it. They was like, wait a minute, something must be wrong. I was like, no, ain't nothing wrong. I cut the motherfucking shit off from the box. If I ain't using that shit at a certain time, I'm cutting my shit off from the box. Yeah. And they want to send somebody to investigate. I said, man, because I'm hearing too many people say what you just said. Yeah. $400 to $600 for a fucking.
And then that's what they did with the motherfucking punk ass smart meters and shit like that or whatever. Yeah. That shit ain't smart.
Well, you got to realize all the stuff that they bring to the beach, they charging the citizens for it. They do the same thing here in the college towns. Everybody's power bill goes up because they're using the electricity from the universities. They're charging the citizens for it, the natives for it.
I'm fucking around, put a windmill in my backyard.
For real, I'm about to
give me a couple of trees down to put a fucking windmill in my shit.
Go get a couple of rats or some.
For real. Hey, speaking of being all over the place, what about old boy that was up there in the D who had the weed in the vending machine?
He went to jail though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was making a killing though.
Shit, I bet he was.
He's a smart entrepreneur.
No,
yeah, he was before his time. That's all.
But you know what?
He was before his time. That's all.
But you know what the crazy part about this? Just because weed is illegal, now you watch them get his blueprint and they're gonna start doing the same shit.
It's gonna look just like the old cigarette machine.
Yeah. It's gonna look like the old cigarette machine.
Yeah, I'm quite sure.
Well, they have to, even though it's legal, they have to regulate who they're giving it to.
Yeah.
If they do it like that, you gotta have like somebody scan their ID or something to regulate who it's going to. Yeah. So that's what I was gonna say about when it was like, oh, what's the purpose of having street niggas? Can we say that word?
You did.
Yeah,
I did. It's out there now. It's live. Can't take it back.
I say shit.
We ain't got the 5-second delay here, so they didn't heard it.
But we got 3 minutes. Let's wrap it on.
So when you go into the dispensary, you gotta have an ID, and it can't be expired. It gotta be, you know what I mean, like a state issue.
Valid.
So this is why you still need the street hustlers. This is why you still need the people that sell it in the streets, because a lot of people, the license is expired, suspended. They don't have them at all. So
Well, I think you still need.
If your license and all that shit is suspended, I don't think you need no fucking weed. You need a job.
Nah. I was about to say the
something,
street.
You know
the
what
street,
I mean?
The street hustler got ties to El Chapo, the dispensary though.
Yeah. Well,
so
that's gonna be a whole
better.
other conversation because we can ask Freeway Ricky Ross about that one. So you know, yeah, Mr. Reagan and Mrs. Reagan. You know what I mean? And Nicaragua. But anywho,
Yeah.
all right, man. Well, hey,
Oliver
look,
North.
yeah, Oliver North. There you go. You know what I mean? All right. Hey, look, we about to go ahead and get on out of here. Anything else you want to add real quick before we out of here too?
No, man, I'm gonna go ahead and flex this thing out, man.
All right, flex it on out, good brother. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for calling in as usual, man. Every week.
Peace, my brother.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Yeah. So, like I said, as far as the firing squad myself, I'm just gonna go to the good book. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? However you do somebody is how you should get done.
It also tells you to turn the other cheek. So
Yeah, when somebody's slapping your ass, I guess.
So if somebody slapped me with a pistol, I might have to.
There you go. See how that works. You know what I mean?
Life's so interesting.
All right, y'all. So look, on the way on out the door, what you got for us, sis? You got anything you wanna add? Anything?
you know, I'm just gonna keep pounding the people about their mental health. You know, if you feel like you just keep hitting rock bottom, consider some true deep shadow work and healing, so that the next time you go around this merry-go-round, it's not from an unhealed place.
Yeah. All right. Don't bring no baggage. What about you, brother?
I guess I'll add to that by simply saying, pay attention to the people that aren't afraid to have a difficult conversation with you. Those are people who really got love for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. All I'm gonna say is, just kind of piggyback off of all y'all, is when y'all going through something, just realize you're just going through it. It's like a tunnel, You started at it at one point, you're going through something, and it's always gonna be an ending. However your ending turn out, it's pretty much your perspective, and keep a positive perspective of what you're going through. Because every L is not a loss. Most of the time, it's just a learning.
It's a lesson.
A learning lesson. That's it, So on that note, y'all, hey, look, thanks for joining us for episode 97. We got a couple more to our 100th episode. So
we doing something special on the 100th?
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
Y'all have food?
Yeah, we're going to have food. We're going to have some food like we did last time. Probably some food, some drinks, and some of that good legal weed. No, I'm playing.
We need to go ahead and get Harris bartending back up here.
Well, I was sitting here thinking, can we put a pole on the table or something? Probably have like
a midget.
Yeah. Hey, could.
You saying she gonna use that one?
No.
The little camera stand?
Yeah, no. She need the whole thing, and it'll probably go up in that grid.
Man,
I got tools, bro.
He said, I got tools.
I'm a carpenter by trade.
Hey, look,
I know how to build some shit.
On that note, y'all, hey, look, we'll be back at it next week, 9 o'clock for episode 98.
Big Flex Thong outfit on the road.
Big Flex Thong. Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all laughing.
I don't know. We might have to have Tim from TNT Cakes Creations and More to go ahead and make us up a specialty G.A.M.G poll or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have
the big flex pole. Pause.
Say the big flex soul pole. That's what you got to call it. All right, y'all. Look, on that note, and look,
out of
flex
control
it on
tonight.
out.
Out of control.
We see y'all next week, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, something wrong with y'all tonight.